looking here at my hair. I'm trying something a little different. I don't know if I like it. I mean, it's always been curly. I'm learning to manage the curl. Actually, it hasn't always been curly. It was pretty straight until I hit puberty, then it got a little curly. Then I had a baby and it kind of got super duper curly, so here we are. Will it get more curly when I'm 50 something? Who knows? Enough about my hair. Here's show you what I'm working on today. This is just a very plain raglan sleeve sweater I've been working on. The yarn so far is Cascade 220 Superwash Wave, and so it just naturally does this color thing here, which is really fun. I did decide that I wanted to use a plain color for the sleeves, so I'll be doing that later. The purpose of this video is I'm going to tell you or share a little bit about using different yarns in the same project. Normally, you're probably going to get the absolute best results if you use the same yarn for the whole project. You know, different colors, totally cool. But sometimes there's like a color you want to use that's in a different yarn line or something, and that's cool. Or in my case, I only had enough of the wave to do the yoke and the body of the sweater, and so I wanted to do a different solid color for the sleeves. So what am I looking for when I'm wanting to use two different yarns in the same project? First is I want to make sure that both yarns have the same fiber content. In my case, they're both 100% wool. You wouldn't want to use, or at least I can't think of a reason you would want to use, say, a wool fiber and a cotton fiber yarn, like different yarns. They're going to behave differently. They're going to wear differently. As you're washing it and things, the one yarn is going to probably kind of like might pill faster than the other one, or might like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like stretch differently. And so it's going to, you know, like maybe get longer in one area than the other as you're wearing it. And it just won't be a good thing. So both of my yarns are 100% wool. They're both superwash as well. What does superwash means? It means that the fiber has been treated to where the yarn will not felt as it's washed. That's something else you would want to look for. If one of your yarns was superwash, one wasn't, it's going to wash differently and the one might felt together and shrink where the other one wouldn't. Obviously, that's not going to be a good thing. So we have 100% wool, both superwash. They're going to play nicely together. The other thing I'm going to look at is you want to have the same weight. And they're both worsted weight, but even more. Hi, Oakley. But even more specific is there can be a lot of range in a yarn weight class. So for worsted weight, if you have a thicker worsted versus a thinner worsted, the gauge is not going to be the same, and you are going to want to have the same gauge as you're knitting your project. So the way that I easily know if it's going to have the same gauge is I look at the yardage per per ball, I guess. And the Cascade 220, as its name might suggest, has 220 yards per 100 grams. This is wool of the Andes worsted, and it also has 220 yards per 100 grams. So I know that it's going to work well together with the Cascade, and thinking this color is going to be pretty cool. It's really going to make the sleeve stand out. I think it'll be really fun. So be on the lookout for that finished object on Finished Object Friday here in a couple weeks. And that is how we can know that two different yarns are going to play nicely together if we use some of the same fabric.